Hold on, you
that
said
Canelo.
what? You said everybody what?
Oh, let me finish. Let me finish. Every time somebody say that Canelo Alvarez has gotten luck with the judges, he hasn't won. That whole shit with Mayweather, the scorecard, he lost the fight. He cleared Elmer's record. The whole shit with Triple G and the Mandalay Bird, whatever her name is, he got a draw in the first fight. So it's like the fights. Name me a fight that Canelo got luck on the scorecards in when he didn't clearly win.
Know that.
I had it 115, 113 for Triple G. But the reality of the situation is that this has been tarnished by a judge that clearly had no business judging the fight. Adelaide Bird, whatever her name is.
That's what I need to know.
What is Laura, GGG, you know?
Laura.
Whoever judge had it 9-3, I can't get. There's not words that can explain for him to have Canelo winning 9-3.
De mí está consciente de lo que pasó. Él fue boxeador y él sabe que ahí también narró la pelea, está consciente.
Yeah, Oscar, who's a great fighter, he was a boxer. He's been robbed before. He knows it was a robbery. He knows it in his heart. So does Canelo.
Laura and GG, that everybody say that, you know, that's the ones. Them the 3 fights. Matter of fact, not 2, 3.
Triple G was a draw. Triple G was a draw, and Canelo Alvarez beat Laura.
Think that he lost that first fight, and then the second fight.
And Canelo Alvarez beat Laura by split decision, like I just said. And that's not blasphemy right there. That's not outlandish. The hell, like y'all acting like he.
Bro,
like
we were watching Caleb Plant fight, bro. Caleb Plant was beating the shit out of Canelo. They was giving Canelo more rounds. Now, I ain't gonna say Canelo wasn't winning none of them rounds, but they gave him all the damn rounds. You dig what I'm saying? Like they was just like it ain't no outbeat, ain't no outboxing this dude.
Marcos Villegas here, being joined with Paulie Malignaggi. Post-fight Canelo versus Lara. I know a lot of fans are happy, but a lot of fans are kind of scratching their heads over one thing that happened in the fight, and it's that scorecard that was 117-111. What'd you think of that score and overall the fight?
You know, the fight could have won either way, and I don't have a problem with it going either way because it was that kind of a fight. It was very competitive, very close, and a lot of rounds are very tough to call. But I do have a problem when you seems like you have a preconceived notion of who's going to win the fight, and you're scoring the fight in that way. You know, because obviously at 117-111, Levi Martinez chose not to watch the fight, and he chose to watch what he imagined would be the fight in his mind.
Charlo know when he get out in that fucking ring with Canelo, he going to put what he got to put on. He going to put them bricks on his ass, dog. Simple as that, dog.
Do you have to fight him and beat him to cement your legacy as one of the greatest ever? Is that like something?
No, you know, I gotta fight him. I gotta fight him, and once we fight, I knock him out, and then everyone in the world will be able to submit my legacy as one of the best, you know, to ever do it.
Wow, so not even enough to just go in there and maybe like scoot by with the W.
Nah, because, you know, he already lost before. You know, he lost to Mayweather. Mayweather's like a great, you know, but then I go in and really, like, you know, put the you know, the stamp on it, like, yo, he's beatable. He's, you know, he's not what everybody think he is. And once I beat Canelo, then everyone in the world will get a chance to see it's a game plan for him.
You want to put bricks on him.
Well, the fact of the matter is, like, those fights that you want to talk about when basically you feel Canelo Alvarez was losing until he got the stoppage, that shit don't matter, because once you get a knockout, the scorecards literally means nothing.
Yeah, he got knockouts. He got knocked out Caleb Plant. I don't know what the hell Caleb Plant was on.
It's worthless to even bring it up. That's how nothing.
Well, everybody know Canelo get the damn decisions, bro. Come on, bro. Don't act like that now. Don't act like people don't like that. Ain't no Canelo get the judge benefits of the judges.
Boxing doesn't honor the things that should be honored. It honors money, control, power. And there's only certain power brokers in boxing, certain promoters, and they have the power. They have control who the judges agree, who the judges aren't going to be. So who the judges know if they want to work, who they have to vote for. And Las Vegas, where the money's going to come back there for a rematch. I mean, there's no other way to. How could I stand here all week and say that it's going to be a controversial outcome? Yeah. How do I know that?
But Floyd beat the dog out of him, and they gave him one of the judges gave that man. But come on, bro, the boy got the judges in his pocket. You feel me? They like the man. The man bring a lot of fights and make fights big and all that. He got a nice name and a nice fan base. You feel what I'm saying?
Canelo gets an unimpressive win. Let's bring in Teddy Atlas now. And Teddy, what do you make of Canelo Alvarez's performance this past weekend?
Oh, Chuck, first of all,
I picked Canelo to win, but I thought Lara won. I thought that Floyd Mayweather showed a blueprint of how to beat Canelo when he beat him not too long ago. You change range, you change distance, you give angles, you work the outside, you keep him more balanced, and especially the early parts, for a lot of the fight, Lara followed that blueprint. He followed it very well.
I admit to that. But at the end of the day, everybody know that the judges is fucking with Canelo, bro. Everybody know that, bro. Everybody know that. That's not me saying that. That's nothing I made up. Nothing that I just came up with today. Everybody know that. You know that too. The judge is always gonna be on his side.
Oscar está aquí detrás de mí, está consciente de lo que pasó. Él fue boxeador y él sabe que ahí también narró la pelea, está consciente.
Yeah, Oscar, who's a great fighter, he was a boxer. He's been robbed before. He knows it was a robbery. He knows it in his heart, so does Canelo.
This is the thing. Okay. The masses want to say that Canelo Alvarez, I ain't gonna lie, it's not just you. The masses do say Canelo Alvarez, they gonna lean his way when it comes down to the scorecard.
Teddy, I
Told you so. Told you controversy. You did. Said it all week.
Well, what's your reaction to the decision?
Corruption in boxing. Follow the money. And no one else is going to say that in boxing, and some people are going to be very upset. And I don't care.
But my thing is this, that nobody can name me one fight that Canelo Alvarez clearly lost, and they gave him the fight. They can't never do that. That's my whole thing.
Canelo, Floyd. That's it.
What you mean?
The Floyd scorecards, bro. That's it. That's
he
it.
Won
they gave him. One judge gave that man a fight. The Bird.
Fight Adelaide Bird, whatever her name.
The Adelaide Bird, whatever her name. I only want to know her name. Adelaide Bird. The Adelaide Bird. That's her name. Her and Floyd. I mean, come on, bro.
Floyd won the damn fight.
I mean, he went out there and did good against these last 4 opponents. You feel me? But Billy Joe Saunders is beating the shit out of him. You feel me? If say Billy Joe would have went 12 rounds with him, Canelo probably still would have got the goddamn fight, bro.
The fight could have won either way, and I don't have a problem with it going either way because it was that kind of a fight. It was very competitive, very close, and a lot of rounds are very tough to call. But I do have a problem when you seems like you have a preconceived notion of who's going to win the fight, and you're scoring the fight in that way, because obviously at 117, 111, Levi Martinez chose not to watch the fight, and he chose to watch what he imagined would be the fight in his mind.
Because he was more aggressive. He didn't land more punches, but he was the more aggressive. I done heard that shit before, bro. He was the more aggressive fighter, so no, he didn't land more punches than GG, but he was more aggressive. What the fuck? It's all about landing, bro. Points. I don't give a fuck if a nigga throw one right hand. He better knock him out with that right hand. You don't knock him out with it, boy. That's just 1 point, boy. That counted as 2 points because he was aggressive and it was harder. Nah, bro. That shit weak, boy. That boy got the judges all in his back pocket, bro. He got all in his back pocket, boy. All in his back pocket.
Saying, can't do that. Can't do that. You can't be in charge. Promoter can't be in charge of who the judges are going to be. No, of course you want these judges. You can't be in charge. We're in charge. We're going to oversee it. We're going to police it.
Let me tell you this. I got to make this point because you tripping. I got to correct you on something. If me and you have a fight, a boxing match or whatever, and you land 4 jabs, and I land
power
1
jabs, though. Don't get it twisted. That GDG knock niggas out with jabs. It ain't no Kovalev jab. It was GDG jabs, power jabs. That's his power punch.
We understand that Triple G got heavy hands. Okay, we understand that.
That's his power punch, though. That's his style of fighting. That jab is major. That jab make people say, "Woo!" That jab serious. You dig? That jab ain't no goddamn. It ain't no right hand. It's a jab. It's a power jab. It's different.
At the end of the day, 3 or 4 jabs. It take 3 or 4 jabs to overpower one power punch.
That's bullshit. That's your. Because if I'm Paulie Malignaggi, right, and I'm trying to outbox a heavy puncher, you feel me? You trying to tell me that just because I'm fighting this nigga that hit hard as hell, and I can outbox him, that my jab work to keep him off me and keep my distance, keeping him back, but see, that's different with GG. GG coming forward with the jab. It's different with him. I'm just saying,
on 100 jabs.
Regular cat is throwing jabs. You feel me?
100 jabs.
Nah, bro. You gotta get a point is a point, boy. A point is a point. You only score. You score knockdowns. You score knockdowns. You score points. Every punch is a point. Power point. Power whatever. I mean, it might look better because you threw the hard uppercut to the body, but you got hit 50 times.
For effective shots, you could win the round over a guy that's just throwing like a few more jabs than you. Okay.
You could, right? You can, right? You can, but it's not mandatory that that the judges count. Some judges ain't gonna count like that, right? Do all judges count like that, or it's up to the judge to do that, right?
Well, I think all judges do it. You know, you may have some judges that don't, but you know, like, okay, let me give you an example. It was times, especially in that first Joe Frazier fight with Ali. Ali will land those little pity pat jabs, right? But Joe Frazier will land a couple big left hooks, and they'll give him the round because, you know, he landed the more effective shots.
Well, you know what? I'm telling you like this. Now, if GGG in the third fight, GGG go out there and out jab this nigga, jab the hell out of him, and Canelo only landing every once in a while doing little flurries when they giving him the rounds, I'm gonna feel like GGG got cheated again. That's just how I count boxing. I look at it different. Like, that's the thing. Like Canelo get that benefit. Like, man, you know, man, we do have an option though. Yeah, GGG did outland him, but you can judge Card a little different because Canelo was throwing harder punches. Come on, bro. I don't like that.
What
that ain't
talking about?
That's a lot different. We'll never agree with that. We'll never agree that a fighter that land more punches lose to a fighter that throw power punches. Just land a power punch here and there. I can't agree with that, bro. I can't. I never. It's not in my heart to agree with that. The sport of boxing, I never knew that you could win by just throwing more aggressive shots. That's weak as hell, bro. That's like as fuck. I ain't.
You been with it though. Think about it, Q. Because I'm not saying, oh, okay, you land like okay. Let's example. If Triple G lands 20 jabs on Canelo and Canelo only lands 3 effective shots, no, he's not gonna win the round.
But you just said 4-1, so that means 5 times. So if he throw, so Canelo only got to land 5 shots compared to 20, then not 4. Cause you just said 4-1.
Yes, I'm telling you.
4-1.
If he let 4-1,
so 5 times 4 is 20. So they take him 5 times. Hit. All you gotta do is hit GG 5 times. GG hit him 20 times. But you feel like Canelo still win that round. That's bullshit. And that's probably really what. You know what? Hey man, you know what? You open my eyes. That's why they been giving this man all these damn rounds against Caleb Plant and all these fighters have been fighting. They been giving rounds because the judges think like how you think. This man can land 1 punch out of 4. He can get hit with 4 jabs and still.
Correct. I said 1 to 5.
You said 1 to 4. I ain't even gonna go that high. You said 1.
Well, I say 2 to 4. I say 2 to 4. That I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of bugged with that. I say 2 to 4. That's the most I'm going though.
I mean that's your opinion, bro. If Canelo win like that, his fans will probably agree, but a lot of people ain't gonna agree, and he ain't gonna get a clear victory. He ain't gonna get a moral victory winning like that. You feel me? He gonna have to land more to beat.
Man, they did the same shit with
people gonna say he lost, bro.
Man, they did the same shit with Floyd against Marcos Maidana, man. That first fight.
Marcos Maidana was missing a lot of them punches, and he was hitting them behind the head. He was just throwing some that shit.
And Floyd landed the more effective shots. And I swear to God, they was. You guys, anybody.
That Marcos Maidana fight was hard, but Floyd beat him. I watched it like 5, 6, 7 times.
He beat him too, but I thought it was close. But everybody was saying, "Oh, Floyd landed more."
But see what I'm saying? That's it. I'm a Floyd Mayweather fan though, so I'm very biased on that shit. So it's like I'm gonna keep it honest. If you feel like he land more punches, that's how y'all feel. I can't argue with y'all. All I know is we was like, Floyd, get your ass back up in there and get that man the rematch. You feel me? Floyd ain't run off to the moon and go to, you know what I mean? He said, all right, I'm gonna fight this man right back. Man, y'all complaining about that fight. Y'all think he did good against me. I'm about to show y'all the man can't beat me on his best night. You know what I mean? And he did it again. So, and that's one thing you always give Floyd a lot of props for. Everybody that beat him, he went back and fought him. And not beat him, but gave him the tough fights. He went back and fought him. Gave him a rematch. Like, do it again then. You good? You say you made me, well, make another me then. You know what I mean? I like that about Floyd. A lot of fighters like Usyk, they don't never get their back. They get beat by everybody, and they just keep on moving on up and being put in situations.
Canelo, you said Usyk, because Canelo fought Triple G again, and he finna fight him a third to square everything.
Usyk, not you. You know how Usyk been losing and shit. Got like 3 losses, and he's still in a better position than Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? So it's like the fighters that lose and shit, they begin to. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with losing in boxing. I think looking bad is what got Charlo to fight against Canelo.
But Floyd, that.
Huh?
You need to tell your boy Floyd that.
Floyd was fighting fighters after their best wins. Floyd was fighting champions. Floyd did his thing. Floyd fought Canelo. Floyd went up and fought Canelo. What?
We gotta talk about this. Why your boy Floyd in there went undisputed?
He didn't want to, man. You already talked about it.
He didn't want to.
Why would Floyd go undisputed when he the highest paid boxer in boxing? Making all this money, all them damn sanctioning fees, all them belts. Man, he like, hell no, I don't walk around with all this shit. Why the hell I want to be paying all these sanctioning fees? Floyd wasn't moving up. These fighters go undisputed and they move up and drop them damn belts. They're not trying to pay for all them damn belts when they fight. You know what I mean? Canelo been paid $10 million out of his $50 million if he fight undisputed. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, I'm straight on that. I think that's how Floyd was too smart to be undisputed. Then Bob, Arum and shit, it's hard to do. They was having a hard time dealing with Bob. It was hard to get the Manny Pacquiao fight.
Answer this though. This is a real question though. Why Floyd didn't fight no undefeated black fighters?